Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hopefully you're all doing better than I am. I know some of you don't care for when I start out talking about my health and that, but today I basically stopped taking all medications except for the insulin. The insulin's the only one I know I can't go without. I'm just so dang beat down, tired. I'm belching a lot more, I'm gassy, and I haven't ate anything that should have done that. And today I noticed my lower legs are swelling up. And when I start a medicine, I don't read the side effects. So I give it a few days, and then if things start going haywire, I read the side effects. And I read the side effects. And some of them now. Then I went further back and they said if you are extremely tired, feeling weak, the gassiness, and some other things, and I'm like, well, that's kind of, it says seek emergency help immediately. Well, I called the doctor. Well, first they were gone to a funeral today. So I don't know what that was about, but they were gone for a funeral, and then I got a hold of them. And I just hung up, going to be waiting for the call back. Well, the nurse called to fill me in on the rest of the results from the last week's test. And so I just literally hung up. So I told her what was happening. She says, well, he's standing here, I'll talk to him. And yeah, well, quit taking that medicine. Start taking your fluid pill, which I got to go home and get. And try that and see if you feel better in a couple days. And I told him last week, I said, it seems like every time you put me on some pills, it messes me up. And last night, by the time I got home and that, I literally almost couldn't walk because my knees, both of them, felt like they were going to buckle. So yeah, I said I had a couple of good days and then I went downhill. So I'm sitting here and I told a friend of mine, I said, I got all these motors here waiting for me to work on them, and I'm just so run down I can't. So I guess we'll see how things go the next couple of days, and I'm trying to refuse to let this diabetes kick my butt, but boy, some days here lately it's like it's gotten worse. Yeah, granted my knees hurt like holy heck and that, so, and the back's been giving me crap. But the thing about being, I'm back down to where I can stand up and work for about 5 minutes. And then I got to sit down. And if I don't sit down right away, I almost fall down. So, yeah. Anyway, as I said in last night's live stream, I've got to the 454. I'm going to finish cleaning that off. And start checking everything over, make sure everything's torqued up correctly. And then we're going to start putting rocker arms on and that. I gotta find the cam box. Well, it's right there. And check the valve lash. I can't remember if he got a solid lifter cam or hydraulic. I don't remember. So I'm gonna take all the extra stuff off the motor and get it unburied and see what we can get done. Because I gotta keep moving. I've got too many plans I want to do, and shocks are on the way for the pickup. So they're on the way. I guess it kept going. Sounded like somebody was coming in, but shocks are on the way. The brake lines are on the way for the kids' pickup, and hopefully it dries up. But it's hard to believe tomorrow's spring. So I guess I'm gonna go find my ibuprofen. I don't know if I even want to take that. I think I'm just going to try and get this medicine out of my system and see what happens. So, alright, we're going to see what we can get done. And I thank everybody for the good live stream last night. That was a good turnout, and thank everybody that was there, and thanks for the donation I received. So, alrighty. Alrighty, I guess we'll go from there. So. Yeah, I forgot to turn the camera on when I brought you guys in. Why was I just putting this together? Well, and like everything else, we have some issues. Well, one thing is this nice valve cover of his. After putting the rocker arms on, you don't clear this rocker arm up here. I'll show you guys. Don't fit. Take this one off. Now watch. Fits. The way this corner's made on this rocker. Oh, there's where it's scratching it. It's hitting right there. So, there's our first problem. And our other problem is, I'll show you here in a second. There's a flat spot down in there, so you got to get those put on right. I got to double check the lengths. I think he ordered the correct lengths. They looked like it. I got to double check them. But here's the other problem. This is the head that was repaired. It feels like those. I don't know. I got to do some checking. Well, let's see. Let's see what we see together. Well, there is clearance. Not much clearance. The push rods are in the lifters because I can push them down. The lifters haven't been popped up yet. But looking right here, do you guys see anything wrong? You got that there, that there, that there, that there. And I'll draw back. Do you guys see anything wrong out there? Can anybody tell me what it is? Okay, I'll give you guys a few seconds for your guesses. Can you see the problem? Can you see the problem? I don't know. I gotta check to see if these guys, but this valve here and this valve here, see, that's where it needs to be, but that's cocked off. This one needs to go more. So evidently they did not get this stud in the correct spot after fixing it 3 freaking times. And that's why I'm setting up to do my own work. I'm done with having mess ups like this. Granted, that's not my fault. Granted, this there comes a time when you got to cut and realize that you're not going to be able to go fast cheap. Granted, these are recycled heads, which that's fine. But I guess when he bought these, he should have bought all the Valtrain stuff that came with those heads. Instead of, well, I can get it cheaper. I can get it cheaper ain't always the right answer. So, I guess I'll get the motor. I gotta move a couple of things. Oh, I'm thinking I'm gonna flip those over before they flop over on me. Move that, and then I can spin around and see if we got the same issue on that head. That head over there was not reworked at all, which unfortunately means to find this out now, we've already wasted the intake gaskets. All that's the RTV along the front and back. This is why I'm doing a mock-up on the 6-inch rod motor. I want to make sure everything clears before I put everything together to stay together. And yeah, and they were expensive head gaskets he had to get for this thing too. So now we've got the head gaskets already squashed, intake gaskets used. I don't know what to do. I need this motor running, so when I get these others together, we can get them on here. Otherwise, if the weather's decent, I guess tomorrow I'm going to cut some metal and start building the other start stand. Not that I really got room for it, but I need it. Yeah. Oh, I got somebody here. Well, that was a good visit there. That was a visit I was looking forward to, which is okay. That's good, fine, and dandy. But this ain't supposed to happen. Like I said, I got to figure out what's going on here, and I figured out if I line this up where it's supposed to be, it throws it off. If I get this down to where it's hitting on the valve like it's supposed to be, it's off. So they did not get this stud here located correctly. Well, I thought about just elongating guide plates. Jesus, it's right on the end of my name. It was on the tip of my tongue and I couldn't get it out. Well, here's the new problem. See, a couple of those holes were stripped, and evidently they thread locked this to the Healy coil. The Healy coil is spent. There's no way of putting it back in. It's already been used, and I'm like, why did that come screwing out of the hole? Well, after closer looking, it's been Loctited to the stud, not the aluminum head. Which means I gotta get another Healy coil, and I'm besides myself. The gasket is what's holding us push this rocker arm up, and there is enough clearance. So zero that one out. So that one hits. But yeah, if I move this up to where it's supposed to be, and that's where this gets cocked off to the side, and if I move it down. So I'm going to have to elongate those. Oh no, that's not. I got to think about that for a second. One of these studs is not in its proper place. I really don't know what the... This is why I'm setting up to do my own stuff. This is why I'm trying so hard to get my own equipment. And the person that was just here, he is thrilled with what I'm doing. And we're already talking on the next motor. Cover that up. And I don't know what obviously the last guy I used did not get that head fixed correctly. And I just don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Because we need this thing done and out of here. That's good. It's twice that valve cover got me. Once with the aluminum and now with the cap. There's a... Ow! I pinched my skin. Ow! Jeez! I smarted. So yeah, now I've got another mess. I'm really wondering if these heads are going to last. Or if he's going to be going, hey, I got troubles. And this is kind of rolling back to, if you want it done right, you need to do it right from the get-go. If you want to use used stuff, but you better plan according for having problems with used stuff. I think I'm going to look it up. I think I'm going to talk to the guy. I think what we're going to do is find these castings. They're PC 3021 454. PC 3021 is the model numbers. I think we're going to find the bare castings, get him some new ones. It's the only way to do it right. I mean, to do it right and have this thing live. I don't know what else to do. Because obviously they can't get that stud in the right spot. They don't. And after this, no. No. Which I guess it better be dry tomorrow and not windy so I can get making the other engine stand, because evidently this engine stand is going to be tied up a little longer than what I was counting on. And one of you out there want one of my engine stands too, so yeah. Mock up. Make sure everything you got's going to work. I mean, I'm found out a little piece of information on a motor that is going out, and he kind of laughed. I said, well, unfortunately we won't know where it goes because that's not how we're doing this. And he kind of laughed about that. This guy did. And he's glad that I'm mocking everything up and making sure Well, he gave me a little piece of information that may change. I'm kind of glad I held off on ordering the cam. That may change the cam that we get now. And that's for this 454 here. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'm a little flustered, that's for sure. I'm a little flustered. Because this is just slowing me up. And so I got to look through the catalog, get some parts ordered, or see if it's going to be quicker to drive down to them and get them, or what I'm going to do. So anyway, while I was talking to the person that was here, I realized I'm feeling better. I haven't taken that med all day, and I'm getting woke up and trying to get things done. I'm moving on. Yeah, got the push rods in and getting ready to set the valve train, and we still have issues. And it's a gasket fitting issue now. That was the rocker arm, but now it's the gasket. So alrighty, well, I'm glad my other builds are going better than what this one is. It shouldn't be, but that's the way it's working out, so I guess. I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, how am I going to work with the... it's not my fault. It's nothing I done. It's just that we trusted somebody else to do the machine work proper and fix it. And they didn't. It has created a big mess for me. So, I don't know. It's going to be up to him what he wants to do. So hopefully this motor can come off and... or get finished and go home, or yeah, I don't know. It ain't gonna do any good to set the other side of the motor if I'm gonna have to tear the heads off. So I guess I can think aloud and look at things myself off camera. Guess I don't need you guys here. So I guess one goes good and the next one goes bad. So anyway, we'll see you guys later. Have a good one.